Hey guys, it's a Woofy here, Blue Unicorn Gaming. How you guys doing? Hope you had a great day. I know I did. I don't know if you guys have watched, but today Xbox had a game showcase. I was very interested in this. Didn't really talk about the PlayStation 1 too much. Wanted to see what Xbox was offering. Well, man, God, they blew it out of the water. In the Xbox One and the PS4 genres, or times, I guess, uh, era. In the Xbox One and PS4 era, that's what I'm going for. The PlayStation 4 was just killer when it came down to exclusives. That's what they owned. And because of those exclusives, they blew Microsoft out of the water. The Xbox One did not sell anywhere near as well as the PlayStation 4, and exclusives are a big reason for that. Man, did Xbox come out swinging this year, though. Right out the gate, they opened with gameplay of Halo Infinite, which that personal favorite. I grew up on Halo. That's the first game. Yeah, it's the first game I actually owned on the Xbox, the original. With the exception of Knights of the Republic 1, maybe a few others, but I mean, those are my standout games. And then obviously Halo 2 and 3, 4, 5, Reach. 5 we don't talk about too much because that's just a mess and a half. But wow, that was a start. They really made me feel like they're going back to the real Halo, what made you fall in love with Halo when they came out with Infinite. And I can't wait to play that. That looks like it's gonna have a great gameplay. I'm hoping the story is just as good as the first 3 and even 4. Definitely Reach. That story was unbelievable. What is it? There's a grappling hook in there that you get, kind of like Doom Guy's grappling hook. Coworker pointed that out. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, she said that it was a lot slower looking than the one in Doom. Well, that I wouldn't know. I didn't play Doom Eternal, so I can't gauge anything there. It did look slow in my opinion, though, having taken a good hard look at it. Let's see, what else was there? Forza. Not a big racing fan, but I appreciate the amount of work and detail that goes into those games. I'll probably play it. It looks fantastic. But then again, racing games, Forza, Gran Turismo, they typically do look absolutely stunning. What was a Warhammer 40k Darktide? Vermintide in space, essentially. Can't wait for that. I would love to have Warhammer Dawn of War again, RTS based, but you know what? Darktide, that's going to be right up my alley. I'm not a big Vermintide person. I've played it, and yeah, it's great. It's a great game. But I was not a big fan of it just because it didn't pique my interest. Oh God, there's a lot of good games. Obsidian, holy crap. You guys came out swinging. I gotta give it to Obsidian. Oh, they had that Honey I Shrunk the Kids type survival game. I don't remember the name of it, but that's how I described it in my Slack channel at work, and got a good laugh out of that. They have their Elder Scrolls style RPG. They have a couple other sick games. There's a lot of oh yeah, the story based games coming out too. Um, I can't remember the name of the game, but it's kind of reminds me of Life is Strange. I played a little of it. Not a big fan of it, but it's a great game. The new Ori game looks pretty good. Psychonauts 2. Oh God, yeah. Psychonauts was my game back on original Xbox. I loved it, but on Steam when it came out. I can't wait for this game. I really can't wait. Let's see, what else was there? There was a ton of games, a few horror games. State of Decay 3. I'm not a big State of Decay player. I've played them before. Not a big fan, but it is what it is. And the big thing there, these games are coming out on Game Pass. Every single one of them on Game Pass. And if you have Game Pass Ultimate, which crosses Xbox and PC, they're on both systems. I don't think there was a game on there that wasn't going to be on the PC as well as Xbox, some initially and some not. Now, a couple of games I do want to make note of here that are a little different in how everything is squared away. One would be PSO2's new game, or expansion, or I'm not sure. We're going to have more details about that. That does not look like PlanetSide. Oh my god, PlanetSide. Holy crap. Phantasy Star Online 2. Actually, when the trailer first dropped, I said PSO3 because that's what I thought it would be. It seems like, though, there's going to be a massive expansion that's coming out that is going to be for everyone. It's going to hit every block, which will be really cool. On the Japanese page for it, it says PlayStation 4, but on the US page, it does not say that at all. It says Windows 10, Xbox One X, or Xbox Series X, whichever. I'll be very interested to see how that turns out. I'm not a big fan of PSO2 as it currently plays. I just feel that it's so dated. I tried playing it. I just didn't enjoy it when it came. I was one of the few people lucky enough to be able to play it on PC and play it without issue. I don't know, it just didn't strike any chords for me. I'll give this one a chance, though, and see what it's like. It looks like it has a new engine behind it, potentially. Definitely upgraded graphics, and that's huge. That's leading me to believe that there's a newer gaming engine behind it. What else do we have? Oh gosh, there was a lot to unpack in that stream. I guess the next big piece would have been Fable. We knew Fable was a potential development right now. It does not look like Peter Molyneux is going to have any hand in it, which, thank God, because all he did was promise and promise and promise and promise, and then have to cut 90% of it because, technology wasn't there at the time. Just couldn't deliver at the release date, one thing after another. And don't get me wrong, Fable 1 and I want to say Fable 3 were my favorites. Fable 2 kind of fell off for me. Fable 1, of course, was just absolutely stunning. But this will be interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full reboot. If you know, please, down in the comment section below, let me know so I'm aware. I'm going to do some research on it and, find out, though. God, there's a lot of good games, but out of this, I would have to say that I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite, number 1 by far. Fable 2. Outer Worlds expansion, probably. That looks interesting. I'll give that a try for sure. Let's see, what else was there? The other Obsidian game, the Honey I Shrunk the Kids Obsidian game, that looks like a lot of fun, a survival game like that. Obsidian's RPG, which I can't for the life of me remember the name of, that kind of made me feel give me a little Elder Scrolls vibe. That's a guarantee that I'll be playing that. There's definitely a few games in there that I'm not thinking of right now that I'll probably play. But man, that lineup, there's so many games as they're coming out. Oh, Warhammer Darktide, I'll definitely be playing that. But there's just so many games in that entire stream, for that entire hour-long stream, that I'm sitting here and I'm going, man, I got Cyberpunk 2077 coming out shortly, and now I gotta play all these games. Like, what am I gonna do? Especially when they hit PC. Gosh, this is gonna be a crazy, crazy year. I gotta hand it to Microsoft. I think they blew Sony away here. Like, absolutely blew them away. If Microsoft is gonna stay serious and competitive with Xbox, they have to have these kind of game releases. They have to. If not, they're not going to beat Sony. Just period, end of story. It won't happen. No news on the Xbox Gold subscription, which I was interested in hearing about. I wasn't sure if they're gonna announce it here or not, but I assume that it's going to be announced shortly that Xbox Gold is going to go away and just be absorbed into Game Pass. That's probably going to be closer to when they announce xCloud would be joining Game Pass Ultimate, which we already knew about. But once it gets closer to release and they offer it on PC and other devices, that's when we'll probably hear that for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these games, it's going to come down to how do they play. You know, I don't care about characters in the game. I don't care about anything going on with it. I want to know how this game plays. That's what sells a game for me. At the end of the day, you know, I'll buy a game. I'm a Game Pass subscriber, but if a game's good, I'm going to buy it. Let's see. I don't think there was much else as far as crazy announcements go that people weren't either expecting or that was, you know, big drop. You know, there's no Xbox Series X release date dropped. A lot of people were waiting for that, but it doesn't sound like there's going to be a release date at this point in time. Yeah, you know, congrats to Xbox, you know, Obsidian. Jeez, again, blowing me away. I haven't seen Obsidian do things like this for some time, and it looks like it's going to be fantastic. But, you know, Xbox, you know, great job. I think that Xbox really knocked it out of the park. They really did. I don't think that there's going to be... Oh! As far as that goes, I would say that Microsoft did completely beat Sony this year. There is no doubt in my mind they did. The last time a big showcase was done like this for PS4 and Xbox One, you know, Sony beat them out of the water. Like, there was just no chance for Microsoft on its exclusives. This year, though, Microsoft definitely came out swinging. They came out wanting to be ahead, and I think they did by far. You know, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that, though. If you think that Microsoft had the better showing, or did Sony? You know, what are your thoughts on the whole Game Pass thing with everything being on Game Pass, being playable on PC and Xbox? What do you think Sony's going to do? Are they going to have some kind of pass like that where you can play games on PC as well as your PlayStation, or vice versa? What do you think is going to happen? This generation is going to be very interesting, especially with Microsoft going as a service. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. You know, comment down here below. Let me know what your thoughts are there. If you like this video, if you like my content, go ahead and hit that like button down the corner. Hit subscribe for me. Gives me a hand, and also lets you know when I create new videos. As you can tell, I'm really excited today. I'm hoping this excitement is not going to be lost. I can't wait to see what Microsoft brings out, and I hope they'll bring it all to you soon. I'll be making videos on it as I'm able to acquire the games, as I'm able to play them, and give you guys my thoughts on it, eventually my reviews as I get some time in the game. So, with that being said, this is Awifia, Blue Unicorn Gaming. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe out there, and keep on gaming. See you guys.